quarterback will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
A completion sets up a second down play. He goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now a quick third down test on this opening drive of the game. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pick up the first down from a deep shot to the left side. He's falling in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, they bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Better off moving into the end zone for a touchback. Start the drive. Aggressive play. That is all catch. He's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, SMU.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Has made some adjustments to stop him this time. The game is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Come on. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to pass. It's Lewis. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Penalty makes it first down and 20. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas!
Now in third and very open, looking to throw. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Love the aggressive mindset from this defensive coordinator. Third down and long, why not bring the blitz? Roll the dice. Play a little man coverage on the back end. Hope you get there before the quarterback can make you pay for it, and they come up with a sack.
He's going to try to return the punt. The returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown by Julio last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Inside three now. Picks up the notice, looking for more. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
See what the call is on first and 10. The ball is handed off. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second down, it's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's a really good Singleton. Defense is not much of a game by completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down upcoming after that completion. for. Instead of hitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. Some points out of this possession.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's team. Solid run with the bat at the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. It's going to be this time. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Dropping back, it's moving. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the first down.
The Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They fought harder, broke the tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. He skates the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right.
Seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Looking to throw now on first down. And this is the receiver, incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Toss play. Back heads to his right. At the 35. He makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
The clock is running. Last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Nate. And he gets out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
Here, guys. Shut them down.
Takes the snap and takes it down. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Enough for first down yardage. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And stop right there at the line of scrimmage and then end the first quarter. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff to the back. Still going. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Mustangs starting a new series here on first and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So here we go. Third down. In the red zone. They have a play that decides football games. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Mustangs. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And off in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air. It's Lewis. Brad behind the line. It's Taylor. Let's get the first down yardage. They'll spot him at the 37.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. We got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking for an out. It's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw yet again. Finally make the stop right near midfield. First down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Buffaloes are on the move here. Scanning the field, it's Lewis. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Short connection to the tight end here. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Here we go, 3rd and short in the 7th play of this drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the 3rd and short, they try to float through. Let's have a quick sack.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack. job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A short completion of the tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. There's the right side there for the completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The completion makes it second down.
Coaches love to see quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Mustangs have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, they bring him down. A solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that one in the previous play. Looking for a receiver. It's late. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Mustangs are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as we said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. He's intercepted. He's stepping for that play. He's ball down quickly, but that takeoff is a huge play for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Back to throw. It's Lewis. He fires it down the middle.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Starting at 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking for some space. It's Taylor. Push up to the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Recent out motion from the receiver. Dropping back. It's Lewis. With the catch, it's Tatum. Bringing it to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and first down for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they're going to throw. It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes to the first and still running. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. And the Mustangs are going to cash in this red zone trip. Motion now from the tight end. On the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage here at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Now. Scanning the field. It's Lewis. And the receiver snags it. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Down the middle, it's Williams. And the offense will now quickly span the timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass rush closing in. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They're going to pick up the 1st down from the air. Picks over the left. It's in the room. It's Smith. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Mustangs offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. We get the second half started with the running play. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now a 2nd down and 13. We're going to pass here on 2nd down. Singleton. Ball carrier wrapped up. 1 down. It's good timing. The receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had it. To be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback still with the football. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of.
Oh, it's a fake. Trying to run for it. The fake works. They get the yards they needed on that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's taken down. That's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Mustangs offense is on the move now. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle. They'll get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
First down. He's running out of time here. He's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Lewis. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. It's a big play by 31.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On first and 10, he'll look to throw. Now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Touchdown, SMU. The defense produces 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Gets the quarterback off guard. It works out and gets him a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff will bounce right in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's Williams. It's Winnie. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The PAT makes the lead in 11, 35-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's man. Brought down, but the tackle. It's a solid game there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, going to throw for the first down. It's an catch made. After a solid game.
Boy, this this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Mustangs on the 1st and 10 here.
Look, right here, one time.
As a design quarterback keeper. Make the stop. He's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Tight end goes in motion. Now they're running on the toss. Breaks an open space. The first down and still moving. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Nailed right back to the shotgun. But a quick stop of the defense. He just so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, we're going to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example where the defense hasn't been able to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's battled down by the defense. Touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion. It's a nice job by the quarterback. It didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that.
What a job here by the special teams coach to come up with this design block on the field goal. You could see it. From the left side, they had exactly what they wanted to be. The designated guy that's coming in makes the block, and you get a heck of a turn of events.
Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. To throw. It's loose. Incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Could be worse. You can do better than that.
What are you doing? Are you even paying attention?
What are you doing? We're not even paying attention.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
You can make a play here. Take it to him.
He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Come on, oh, keep it up, keep it up.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buffaloes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying to find room. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lewis.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here.
Here we go.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap.
Time to shine, fellas.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And he takes the toss and moves to his right. He'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation, but the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they bring him down for a loss. After the big game, they feed him the ball again, but the defense all over it this time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Fights through a tackle. Tackle made after just a short game.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Came back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. Big hit.
This guy's had such a great football game here. Another good decision by the quarterback to know exactly where he needed to go to get the first down, to keep this drive moving. And late in this game, you want to keep that clock moving as well.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Receivers are bunched together. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The puck bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance of a return here. Suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Lewis.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble.
Push it downfield out there.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to chuck it again. They stop it at the 49. That'll be a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to.
He's put They'll bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Look out, needs a run here. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. Raiders into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the return 5. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now they'll run it on the way. Bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air, it's Lewis. It's caught. It's Tatum. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. The first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They finally made a tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. 0 running stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. on second down here.
Get the ball back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the right. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That should be enough to secure the upset. This team came in the lower-ranked team intent on proving a point, and they've gone out and done that.
What a great way for them to close out. And really, they played well the entire game and a chance for them to build some momentum. And for the loser, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. An opportunity to possibly still make a run and get in position for the postseason.
Second down after that previous play. Wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That cost him 5 yards. And an offensive penalty will be declined to the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.